Hello, my YouTube family. What a day. What a day. Not much happened work-wise, although I'll tell you about that. Um, it's like a repeat of last year. My whole review thing. Yesterday, I get an email. I might as well tell you now. Yesterday, I get an email. Um, I'd like to go over from, HR, Shorty at HR. I'd like to go over your review with you. I look forward to talking to you around 11:30 on Tuesday morning. I said, okay, fine. So I wrote back, okay. And if you hear madness, I don't know what the hell is going on, but there's something obviously going on. In any event. So I said, okay. So 11:30 comes and I get another email. I'm sorry, Nancy, something's come up. Could we push it to 3:30, 4 o'clock? Okay. I said, here we go again. Same thing happened last year. 3:30 comes. Shorty calls me on the phone. I'm so terribly sorry, Nancy. Definitely tomorrow at 10 a.m. I said, okay. We'll see. I see it this way. If I was in serious trouble, if it was a super, super bad review, she would have had time to see me. So I'm saying this as a good thing. Last year, I didn't even get a review because she just kept pushing it off and kept pushing it off. I went over there. I'm not ready for you. And it never had the review. So we'll see if that's going to happen again tomorrow or whatever. We'll see what happens. Okay, so that takes care of that. Lips of the day. And I got all color coordinated with my bright blue and everything because, I wanted to go in looking peppy and bright and what have you. So I guess I'm going to have to look for another bright, peppy, what have you color for tomorrow. In any event, okay, lips of the day. I have done a lip look on this before, I think twice before. It is Prestige lipstick. Prestige lipstick. In the color, you're not going to see it, Aftershock. The name of the color is Aftershock. And this is what the color looks like. The only down thing about it is I wish it were a little bit more shinier and more moisturizing. It's not a matte. It's kind of a satin, but it's not a soft satin. It's kind of like a hard satin, if that makes any kind of sense. It's, it's not soft. It's not a soft lipstick. And that's what Aftershock looks like. And that's what Aftershock looks like. It doesn't even really have that much of a shine to it. It's more like a sheen. And I wish it had more of a shine. Of course, I could put a gloss on top. But I just felt like going, with the lipstick au naturel. And so there you have it. And Monica, the diva, the blush I'm wearing is one of her favorite blushes, which is Mellow Wine. Because she was showing off her stuff yesterday. And I said, oh, I have that blush. I think I want to wear it now. So, her basket for the week kind of a thing. And she's going to be wearing Mellow Wine. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have that blush. So sometimes I get ideas from you people. Okay, my family. Sometimes I'll be watching your videos and I'm like, wait a minute, I have that. I don't think I've worn that in a while. Ooh, okay. Don't worry, I give you credit. I give you credit. Didn't I just give you credit, Monica? It's because of you. There you go. Okay. See, I give credit where credit is due, people. I give credit where credit is due. So that is lips of the day. That was my day. But I've got to talk to you. Something is just sitting on my chest. And I think we all have opinions about it. And it's that whole Baltimore situation. What's going on down there? I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. But there's got to be a better way of showing your frustration other than burning your own city down. I never understood that. I mean, yes, you're angry, you're frustrated, you just, this is the way you show your anger. You show your anger by destroying your own stuff. So instead of destroying, the CVS store that pretty much everybody relies on to get their prescriptions for baby mamas to get their diapers and, people to pick up their toiletries and stuff. Instead of burning that down, why don't you just burn your own house down? Why don't you just burn it down? You angry, right? Why don't you throw rocks at the stuff at your own house instead of throwing rocks at cops? Because that's just going to incite the situation. But you're already frustrated about a certain situation. Now you're going to throw rocks at cops to just incite this situation even more. I never understood it. Somebody needs to explain it to me. Somebody needs to explain it to me. A coworker and we were having this discussion because, of course, it's still going on CNN. CNN is just full coverage of the whole Baltimore situation. And, protest this and protest that. The last time I was aware of a protest, it was a peaceful protest, signs up and holding hands and walking down the street peacefully or sitting on the curb peacefully. That's what I call a protest. This is a riot. This is not a protest. You are rioting your own neighborhood. You're burning down your own shit. I'm being real. You're burning down your own shit. You're burning down cop cars. Oh, look who it is. Hello, Bobby. Say hi to the family. He's got my mail in his sights. I'll put the bills there. Do you think he'd pay them? In any event, back to what I was saying. A bunch of angry people. You're angry about the death of a fellow Baltimorean, or whatever you want, a Baltimore resident. Yes, it's another situation, white cop, black guy, and by the time he got to the hospital, he died. Okay. All right, I get that. Or the next day he died. I understand the frustration. Enough is enough already. I get it. It's becoming like a regular thing. Like, oh, another white cop killed another black guy. Oh, okay. Can I help you with something? It's just become a norm, which it really shouldn't. So I understand the frustration and I get the anger. But to start a riot over the whole situation, I don't understand. I don't understand that. And a coworker of mine were having this discussion, and she was like, I don't care that they burnt down the CVS. I'm like, well, the guy who owned it or who was managing it, he cares because that was his bread and butter. She goes, I don't care. CVS is owned by white people anyway. I go, but yeah, the corporation may be owned by white people, but the guy managing this particular CVS store, he's black like everybody else in Baltimore. And he probably had nothing to do with the death of Freddie Gray. I think that's his name, Freddie Gray. He probably didn't even know who Freddie Gray was. Heard about him, and I'm sure he was just as upset at how he died. But why do you have to burn the man's store? What is that going to accomplish? What message does that send? Freddie is dead and buried on the ground. May he rest in peace. How is burning the CVS? How is burning a cop car? How is throwing rocks at cops going to send a message? Okay, you know what the message is? A bunch of angry black niggas all over the street. I'm being real. I'm being real. And you know the mother in the yellow shirt who found her son and started smacking him all over the place? Best mother ever. She should get an award. You are a punk ass kid coming out of school and you and your boys want to be cool and start throwing rocks and being all stupid in the street and inciting cops by throwing rocks and stuff. Really? That makes you intelligent? That's an intellectual thing to do? How about you go home, you open up a goddamn book. Do your homework, study, try to become something other than the punk ass that you look like you are on the television. Now your whole face is all over Facebook because I'm sure everybody's seen that by now. I've seen it. I was watching it as it was happening. Me and Cutie. Cutie came in. He was collecting his mail. It was the last part of the day before, and we were watching it yesterday on CNN. And he goes, I bet that's kid's mother. And I'm like, yeah, it possibly could be. Sure enough, it was. Now it's all over Facebook. Now, don't you look smart? Don't you look real intelligent now? You look real cool. Oh, you look so cool. You look so cool. Shit like that wouldn't have happened to you if you took your ass on home with your books, opened them up, did some homework, studied, and try to become something positive. No, but you wanna be cool with your thug friends. Yeah, I said it. Thug friends. Your thug friends. Because that's just oh so cool. You just oh so cool. They're all so cool. Oh so cool. It's really smart to pick up rocks and throw at a line of cops. A line of cops. A barricade of cops. It's real smart to start throwing rocks. Start setting fires. Burning down a CVS store. That's real smart. I think, you know what? I should have thought about it myself. It's that intelligent. It's that intellectual. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that? Because, it's really not cool to, come from school and go home and do my homework. Because, I'm missing out on the fun. I'm missing out on all the fun of inciting cops and possibly getting arrested my own damn self. Because, that's a smart thing to do. Pisses me the hell off. Just pisses me off. Pisses me off. And then when the riot subsides, like today is the following day, CVS is done burnt down to the ground. Everything, now you have to pick up the pieces of the mess that you created. Now you have to pick up the pieces. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of people still outside, I guess, protesting. I don't know what the hell you protesting about. The way I saw the protest, just a whole bunch of people just lallygagging about. Some were playing the radio, dancing in the street, looking like a fool, just looking like a jackass. How about, I don't know. Well, the schools were closed. Okay, granted, the schools were closed. Does that really give you that's the opportunity that you need to just hang out with your friends and just look stupid with your pants hanging off your ass and you think you're just so cool? How about you stay home? How about you just watch television? How about you open a book? Read something. Let something seep into that minuscule brain of yours. Make it grow. Widen your horizons. Talking to brick walls. If I were to say this to them, I would be talking to brick walls. Well, you don't live here. You don't know what we go through. I may not be as poor as you are, but that don't make me Kim Kardashian. I'm sure as hell not a rich person. But that mother who was smacking her kid around, my parents would have done worse. Oh, you just don't know. Haitian parents. First of all, I wouldn't have even been out there. Okay, that's numero uno. So the story stops there because Nancy would not have been out there. But for those who were, what is your point? Like if I were to stop one in the street and he's picking up a rock and he's throwing it, I would have to ask him, excuse me, why did you throw that rock? I would love to know the answer because I'm angry and this is because of Freddie Gray. Well, Freddie Gray is dead now and his parents never wanted a riot. So what is your excuse? Why did you pick up the rock? Why did you throw it? Why did you throw it at cops? Well, because they're the ones that killed him. Okay, them in particular? All of them? Because I only knew a select few. But all of them? You angry at all of them? Well, we've been held down by white cops for so long. Okay, you've been held down by white cops for so long. So you feel that by getting your message, your intelligent message across, you're going to throw rocks at them. That's really going to, that's your plight. That's the intelligent thing to do. All that's going to do is get them more upset and arrest your sorry ass. Now where are you? Now you behind bars. Now you get your fingerprinted. You got your picture taken. Don't you look cute? And now you're behind bars. The message that you were sending is what now? Maybe I don't understand. Maybe I'm being naive. I don't know. But you know what's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know if the people who were in the streets know about this yet, but there's a Baltimore baseball game tomorrow at the stadium. They are going to play the game at the stadium, but they're not going to let the public in. So the baseball players are going to play to an empty stadium because the stadium is choosing to not open the stadium. They already got their money, so they don't give a rat's ass. They're not opening the stadium. The game will be playing. I don't know if it's going to be televised or whatever, but the game will be playing. The players will be playing to an empty stadium. And you, Mr. Brilliant, who was throwing the rock, who probably had a ticket to the nosebleed section, sorry, but you won't be seeing the game. So that's going to anger people even more, which I think is a bad deal on the stadium's part. Because if you want to cool things down, let the game be seen by the public who has the tickets. Because the people who have the tickets, at least they'll be in the stadium. For a few hours, they won't be thinking about throwing rocks at cops or anything of that nature. They'll be enjoying the game. Maybe that'll cool their insides. And then after that, they could just go home. And there'll be less people on the street. But now you're going to anger them even more because they're going to be lining up before the game starts. They're going to be lining up. And how come the window's not open? How come the stadium's not open? Now you're going to piss them off even more. I don't know, people. I don't know. The whole world has gone insane. And like a line from The Dark Knight, I think it's The Dark Knight. I think it's the Dark Knight, Batman. Alfred told Bruce that there are some men that just like to watch the world burn. And yeah, it's true. Some people just like to watch the world burn. No particular reason. They just like fire. They just like destruction. They just like evil. They just like to watch they don't care that what you're burning belongs to someone else. Don't give a rat's ass. In any event, people, that is it. Oh, I just had to get that off my chest. I know some of you may have other comments. I've been talking about very deep things lately because this is what CNN is showing me, and I'm bringing it home with me, which I really shouldn't. But it's a discussion. It's an intellectual discussion. It's the here, it's the now, it's what's happening. Why not discuss it? Why not discuss it? See, this is what those people should be talking about. They should be going home. If you want to talk about it and get it off your chest, invite some friends over. Don't invite friends over because you're going to start something. You want to start something. Talk about it. Air it out. Air your feelings out. And then say, okay, what are we going to do in a positive manner? What is it that we can do? We can't really, maybe we could pick up a broom. We could sweep. We could start. We could repaint. We could rebuild. That's the positive of it all. Because the person that you're hiding behind is dead now. He is 6 feet underground. May he rest in peace. His parents never wanted this situation to get out of hand the way it did. They never said anything about they want justice. Absolutely, they want justice, and they damn well deserve it. But they never said anything about we want to start a riot. We want to burn Baltimore down. I don't recall them saying anything like that. And yet, here's Baltimore burning to the ground. So let's discuss, people, if you want to. That is my take on it. You may have a different take on it. You may open my eyes to a totally different situation. Maybe some of you are from Baltimore. I don't know. Who's from Baltimore out there? Talk to me. Let me know. Let's discuss. Let's not get loud and rowdy. Let's not call each other names. Let's not get it twisted. If you want to discuss it intelligently, intellectually. Rise above the rubble, people. Rise above the rubble. And I know my YouTube family does just that. You're already above the rubble. So I'm just, I'm just talking. But anybody who's new and who wants to discuss, rise above the rubble. Okay? That is it. That is all. I did want to say before I left that yes, I did remember my earrings this time. And the foundation that I'm wearing today is the Becca Luminous Skin Color. Luminous Skin Color. Honey, I told you I was ready for my close-up for my review. So I wanted to look a little different. I wanted to try something different. I wanted to look a little fresher, and, as opposed to my MAC mineralized satin finish, which is almost finished, people. I think it's like down to here. Oh, I want to get rid of it so bad. I mean, I love it and everything, but I've had it for quite some time, and I do want to, I want to start using some newer stuff. So just today, I don't know if I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow. I'll probably go back to my MAC. Today was a one-time thing, and it didn't go through. So let's just go back to the norm. Okay, let's just go back to the norm. But this is what the Becca Luminous Skin Color Foundation looks on me. It's the sheer. It's super sheer. Super sheer. It's like a lotion, really. It's like a BB cream, like a you know what I'm looking for. You know the word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? Not a foundation, but you know what I'm talking about. Somebody out there is going to figure it out for me. A tinted moisturizer. Thank you for whoever yelled it out to me. Tinted moisturizer. Yes. Tinted moisturizer. It's this particular one, not the other Becca. The other Becca is a foundation, but this one, this Luminous Skin Color Ultra Sheer Foundation, they should have just called it an Ultra Sheer. My mind. Tinted moisturizer. Thank you. They should have called it a tinted moisturizer. I swear to God, my hiccups, little brain farts. Stop, start. Okay, that's it. That's all. I'm tired, as you can probably tell. But I'm also very invigorated because what's happening in Baltimore enough is enough, is basically it. Enough is enough. And I understand everybody's situation. I understand the anger. I understand the frustration. But they're going about it the wrong way. Riots are never the right way to go about doing anything. Anything. At least I don't think so. Maybe somebody else has a better idea. I don't know. But that's just my way of thinking. And that's it. That is that with that. I love you. I love my YouTube family. You know I do. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you tomorrow. And maybe I'll talk to you about the review I had or the review that didn't happen again. We shall see. Okay? I love you. Bye now.